record. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. So this is a meditation for self-love, and I know we all need that all the time. So let's do it, okay? So I want you to close your eyes and just really connect with your breath, okay? Just really feel that inhale and just focus on the exhale, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Just realize, guys, that when we're focusing on our breath, we're giving ourselves that gift of presence, and that gift is priceless. If you want peace, focus on your breath, okay? And it's called living breath awareness, where you're literally just aware of your breath, and the more you can connect with your breath throughout the day, you will get that peace that you're seeking. Just notice your breath without trying to change it, and just notice if you feel tense or relaxed, and if you are, that's okay. Don't try to change that either. Just breathe however you're breathing, and however you're breathing is perfect exactly the way it is. And just really allow yourself to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And the more sound you guys can place on it, just see if you can be a little bit more vocal with the exhale. So again, breathe in fully with your nose. And this time when you exhale, just really say, ah, just let it out. Ah. Do it again. Inhale through your nose. And just experience that exhale all the way vocally. Ah. And as you exhale, just really loosen your shoulders. Bring them down into your body even more. And let's do that one more time. Inhaling fully through your nose and exhaling with your mouth. Ah. And as you breathe, just really become aware of the state of your body and the quality of your mind. What thoughts are you thinking? And just notice where in your body you're holding on to tension. Do you feel closed or shut down emotionally? Is your heart fully open? And where is your mind? Is it wandering? Or is it really at home in your body with the breath? And now I want you to place your hands over your heart fully and continue to breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Ah. And I don't know if you guys feel more peaceful, but just by doing that, it allows me to settle my mind into my body. And do it again. Your hand on your heart, just really filling that full breath in and exhale all the way out. Ah. And just allow yourself to feel what it feels like to place your hands over your beautiful heart, this place where you allow yourself to experience so much love for others and for yourself. And allow your breathing to become more smooth and effortless. And allow yourself to breathe in and out through your nose. You can put your hands down if you wish. And feel that flow of air moving into your lungs and back out into the world. And with each inhale, just allow that breath to get more smooth. And with each exhale, imagine that you are releasing any negative thoughts that may be lingering in your mind. So I imagine myself inhaling beautiful white or golden light and exhale out any dark cloud, negative dark clouds. Let it out. And continue to focus on your breath. And on each inhale now, I want you to think, I am worthy. Just inhale it in. And on each exhale, I am enough. Inhale, I am worthy. And exhale, I am enough. And let each inhale draw in more self-love, telling yourself, I am worthy. And with each exhale, release anything that doesn't serve you, thinking the thoughts, I am enough. And now I want you to just take a few minutes and breathe in and out and reciting that mantra internally. Inhale, I am worthy. Exhale, I am enough. And now just leave a space for you guys to do just that for the next few seconds. And notice how you feel as you say these words to yourself. And if your mind wanders at any point, know that it's okay. It's the nature of the mind to wander. Simply bring your attention back to the breath and notice how your thoughts come and go, whether positive or negative, and simply allow them to pass by like clouds in the sky. And now I want you to visualize yourself standing in front of the mirror, looking into your own eyes. Just imagine yourself as you are in this moment, looking right back at you into your own eyes. And just connect with how you feel and what do you see? Do you see pain, sadness, love, joy, or simply neutrality? Whatever it is, don't judge it. It's perfect exactly the way it is. And regardless of what appears in your reflection, tell yourself in your mind, looking at yourself, I love you. You are beautiful. You are worthy. And you are worthy of happiness. And I love you for who you are and not what you do. And you are perfect exactly the way you are. And there's no one quite like you. And know that what you see in the mirror in this moment may be different from what you see the next time you look. Now imagine that you could breathe into your heart. And if you want to place your hands on your heart, just do that. And visualize love pouring out of your hands into your heart, and just allow yourself to receive and give that love to you. And allow this love to permeate from your heart center and fill the rest of your body. And just really experience that sense of comfort and calm, traveling up through your chest, into your neck and head, out into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and down into your ribs, your belly, your pelvis, your legs and your feet. And allow that warm sensation to really fill you up from your head all the way down to your toes. And just breathe here and know that love is available to you whenever you need it. All you need to do is connect with your breath, connect with your heart, and just pour that love deep inside of you. And when you're ready, take a few more deep, mindful breaths and slowly open your eyes and come back to the present. And just allow yourself to sit for a few moments and acknowledge the unique experience that you had during this meditation. You can go back to this video as many times as you need to whenever you need to create a beautiful, loving space for yourself. And this is a beautiful opportunity to learn something new about yourself and connect with that physical and emotional world, and allow that self-love to really create that relationship with yourself so you can show up more fully and completely in your life. So I'd love for you guys to share your experience in the chat. How did you feel? Maybe how did you feel when you came on? How do you feel now? Did you have any experiences that you're open to sharing with all of us? And if you're open to raising your hand and sharing, I'd love to hear a few of your voices. Anyone open to sharing? Greg? Hey, are you open to sharing? Can you unmute?
So, hi guys. Feel amazing. Feel like I've been going, and then it was kind of like, it's weird because I was like asking for this, like kind of self-love time for myself. And then it was weird. I was like communicating, I thought, to my coach here about this. And then, but it was like nonverbal, but then I don't know. It's kind of like one of those euphoric feelings. If that makes any sense.
That's amazing. Yeah. And guess what? I'm in that space of, I need self-love too. And we're all connected to each other, guys. Okay. And that's beautiful because we always need self-love, right? The second we're looking for love from someone else, guess we're actually looking for love from. Hello. And I can do that whenever I want. And I'd love to hear, thank you for sharing that, Greg. That's awesome. And River, I'm so glad your headache is better. Okay. And a lot of times, guys, there's so much tension in our bodies. When your body is stressed and tense, or you have a headache, it's a signal from your body to slow down and to just acknowledge that part that needs love. Okay. And I'd love to hear an experience of that visualization of looking at yourself in the mirror. Who's open to sharing what that was like? And AJ, would you mind? I'm going to put you on the spot. How was that experience for you?
A lot better than a couple of weeks ago, to say the least. So I guess my reference there is the first time I tried to do this. I guess it's been about 3 weeks. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, or it was very hard to, or I can look at myself in the mirror, but very hard to kind of recite nice things. Because I always I have very, very high expectations of myself. So I always think that I'm unworthy of anything. So that said, it has gotten better. I can look at myself now. So it's...
Is that progress? So what did you do when you're able to notice, when you're noticing that you're able to look at yourself in the mirror more with love? What did you do? Did you celebrate that, AJ?
Honestly, I just thought it was bizarre.
Yeah. Okay. So some of the stuff I'm teaching you guys is absolutely bizarre. Okay. You go to any of these like healers, NLP, any of these modalities, guys, it's all about us, isn't it? Everything in our life is about us, right? And I gave that example a few weeks ago, and thank you for sharing. And I'm so glad. And we're going to talk about celebrating. Okay, AJ, and that's, pay attention. Okay. And it's not just AJ, I'm talking to everyone. Okay. He's just one of us. Who else struggles with giving themselves and pouring themselves love onto themselves in the mirror? Who does that? I struggle with it sometimes. Because guess what? Your eyes don't lie. Okay. You want to really connect with someone, and like, this is that part of me that this is the part of me that has been wanting to do a retreat. I want to create this experience where you guys are like looking at each other in each other's eyes and pouring love. You know, my move still hasn't happened. I'm actually in Utah right now. I'm crazy. I'm in Utah right now, and there's this incredible NLP coach, and I'm just like learning so much and all this cool stuff I'm going to bring you guys, and I want to bring it into this physical space I want to create for all of us. And I know it's going to happen. And you know, we did this experience and we're looking at each other's eyes. And to be, and we just did this experience. I'm going to be completely vulnerable with you guys. Okay. I literally just finished this 30 minutes ago and I was like, how am I going to get myself together for this call? And I went grounding because I had to, but literally we just felt that feeling of shame in our body. And one of us was partner A, partner B. And while we're feeling that shame, because we all have it, who here does not ever feel that I am not worthy? Okay. If you're human, you have that feeling. Does anyone here not feel that I am not worthy? Like has never felt it, has no idea what the hell I'm talking about? Nope. Okay. You're humans. Okay. Welcome to being human, because at some point in our childhood, we give meanings, right? We've been talking about this. Something will happen and you'll be like, oh my God, like because of me, my parent left. Because of me, my sibling got injured. Because of me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And if you have high expectations of perfectionism, which I know I did, the second I didn't, I wasn't perfect, I made a mistake, I decided that I wasn't worthy. And that's all of us. It's not just me. Okay. And so we had this experience where we're standing in front of a partner and we're experiencing what it feels like to feel shame, to really feel where in our body it feels to feel unworthy. And every one of us has it. And the other partner was literally holding space with love and compassion and witnessing the first partner experiencing that own shame, self-inflicted shame. We all have it. And to be able to be that raw and open was healing, It was powerful. And my aha moment was like, wow, every one of us has that. When we're in our shit, okay, I don't have another word for it. When we're in that guck and we're right in the middle of it, do you remember the 3 Ps, guys, right? We think it's personal. We think it's pervasive because I suck in this part of my life, this perceived suckness in this part of my life. I suck in every part of my life. And I think it's permanent because this situation stinks right now. I give it a meaning. That's what human beings do. And I want to break that pattern. I want to teach you guys, we don't need to live in that space. We don't need to live in that space. We get to create our own destination and we get to be powerful creators of our life. And I want you to write down in a notebook. I have a lot of lessons. I'm like exploding with energy right now. Okay. And I want you to write down, I am responsible for everything that happens in my life. Everything. And highlight, circle, whatever you need to do, write everything. Everything in your life is literally a manifestation, a creation of all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the feelings, all the meanings that you've given to your life thus far. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But how much beauty is it? Can you imagine like how empowering it is to really know deep down that you are responsible for everything, which means if you're responsible for creating a situation you don't like, guess who gets to change it? Guess who gets to make it better? Guess who gets to create what you actually want? You do. And like, I'm not in my house, okay? I thought I'd be moved in, okay? And it's all good. And I had that moment, the universe is teaching me, if you guys want to be more powerful, what is the thing you need to experience, guys? Write it down in the chat. If I want to be more powerful, what do I need to experience? I'm going to deviate from my lesson here. I'm going to connect all the pieces, I promise. I just want to connect everything that's happening, because if it's happening to me and you and I are connected, every single one of you, it's happening to you too. I know it because I've talked to at least 15 people last week and we're all going through the same shit. It's crazy. Okay. No, not power. The opposite, guys. What's the opposite of power, of being powerful? If I want to be more powerful, I need to experience what? Powerlessness. If I want to, if you guys, all right, I'm going to go really deep here, and I know I can do it. Okay. I'm going to take you guys really deep. This is what the universe is doing for me. I became a coach, and life, universe, God gave me a lot of lessons this year. Okay. A lot of lessons, because I want to be a powerful coach. I want to impact lives. Guess who has to learn the lesson first? Not me. It is me, I should say. I need to learn the lesson first so I can teach it to you. You guys with me? Yes? If I want to teach someone Spanish, I need to learn the language first. Okay? If I want to be more powerful, I need to experience powerlessness. Who here in this last week has experienced some sense of powerlessness? whether it's over your emotions, whether it's over anything outside of you, whether it's things not going your way, feeling out of control. Is there anyone here who has not experienced powerlessness? See, there you go. And what my God does, okay, because I'm like, God, I want to be really powerful. And I'm not talking about money, fame. I'm not talking about that. I want to change your life. I want you guys to learn the lessons. Okay, that's, for me, that's power. Like, to be able to influence someone, that's power to me. Okay, and if you think you know the lessons, guys, I'm telling you right now, pay attention. Get out of your ego. Tell your ego, I know you think you know everything. And I know you think you've heard this before, but just be here with me and let's see what we can learn that's new and different. Because your ego is going to try to not teach you and to not pay attention. It wants to protect you, because I'm gonna take you guys a little deep today. Okay, that's your ego. So I had to experience all kinds of powerlessness. Okay, the rehab still wasn't done, and you know what I did on Thursday? I said, you know what? I can come and move into this house and there's dust everywhere and all this crap. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to push the move another week. And guess how I felt after? And I did that. And my husband's like, are you sure? Because Karishma, you're the one who's been wanting to move. And I'm like, no, I want to. And how do you think I felt when I finally let go of my need to control over the situation? How do you think I felt? Yes, relief. Can anyone relate to that? It's like you've been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and then you're like, you know what? Oh, I'm just so tired of pushing. I'm ready to let go. And that sense of relief and peace was like incomprehensible. And my husband and I, he booked this retreat, this little seminar. He's like, it'd be fun to go together. It was supposed to be 2 days after our move, and I was like, it's in Salt Lake City, and we booked tickets, and I'm like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna go. And you know what, Faz, if you wanna go, you go. It's cool, have fun. And if I can go, I'll go. And the move's pushed back a week. And here I am in Salt Lake City. And the amount of healing that I went through just in the last day and a half, it's been crazy. And it's perfect because it's allowed me to evolve into another layer of me. So I get to show up as me right now in front of you. And how cool is that? How cool is that? So what I want to talk to you guys about today, and this was my initial lesson, but I'm going to connect all the pieces. So when you feel powerless, okay, we're going to talk, I'm going to kind of deviate, I'm going to bring it back home, okay? And I'm going to connect a little bit of Tony Robbins and stuff that we've been talking about, but this is all important, guys. And, you know, I just really want to connect because this is a continual practice, okay? So when I had that moment, okay, and I want you guys to connect with all the lessons we've had in the past. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the group. And you have a moment and you're like, I feel like crap. I feel powerless. I feel whatever it is I feel. What do we do, guys? What are we supposed to do? What am I teaching you guys? Feel it. Embrace it. Yes! Celebrate it, okay? And I saw this girl yesterday, she articulated beautifully. So every time she has a feeling of like, I feel like crap, she literally like claps her hands, okay? It's like, yes, every time. I feel like crap, yes, yes. Because every time you feel like crap, guys, your souls want to expand. Your souls want to grow. You would not be here in this group right now if you didn't want to grow and change and become a better version of you. You guys agree with me or not? Yes. You're here because you want to grow. And your souls brought me to me, and I was brought to you, and it's perfect. And you need to say yes, because every time you feel like shit, and I'm going to say it because I'm truly trying to enunciate here, I want you to celebrate. Your soul wants to grow, and it's growing. It's growing. So I really want you to start celebrating. Oh my God, something amazing is going to happen from this experience. Amazing. Okay? Like a couple of people in the group messaged me this week, Krish, I feel like shit. And it's afternoon, my energy's down, da-da-da-da-da. How many times have we allowed ourselves to get caught up in that story and we give it a meaning? Because I'm down 2 days in a row at 2 p.m., it means I'm always going to be down. How many times have you guys heard that? I have this afternoon hub, it's post-lunch, blah, blah, blah. How many times do we tell ourselves that story? I used to hear that all the time when I was in corporate. Oh, guys, it's time for the 3 o'clock nap, coffee break. Everybody would be hanging out the coffee maker between 2 and 4 p.m. like nobody did any work. You guys talking? You guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? We tell ourselves these crazy stories. It's stories, guys. You two things happen, and you're like, oh, that's the meaning I'm going to give it. Okay? So going back to the triad, guys, if you feel like crap, first thing, okay? First, we're going to try to change your state. And if there's an underlying feeling, right? The whole point of this whole journey isn't so I just sit there and like just feel like crap. That's not what I want from you guys. I want you guys to have the most amazing, magnificent life. But if you continue to feel this thing of like, I feel unworthy, like I allow myself to sit in it 4 or 5 minutes and I'm like, oh, sometimes I feel so unworthy. Sometimes I feel like I can't do enough. Sometimes I feel like, and I just allow myself to feel it. And I'm like, and then sometimes I feel so worthy. Sometimes I feel so good. Sometimes I know that what I'm doing is enough. I want you to be aware of your feelings. Okay, I want you to be aware of your feelings, but we're not just sitting there in the guck all the time. But the first thing I want you to do, if something minor happens and you feel like crap, right? Change your state, okay? Pattern interrupt. We're gonna get up, we're gonna change our state, and we're gonna smile and move. Simple, essential, basic stuff, guys. Okay, let's all get up and do it right now. Let's just see how you feel. Everybody get up, 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 up. And I just want you to just, yes, to see how you feel. Yes, whether you want to put your arms up in the air, whether you want to clap, whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter. I want all butts up, okay? Yes. Do you guys feel that energy surging through your body? Just feel it. Feel so alive, yes. And I want you to smile and just shake and just move, right? Just get up and move. Why are we so serious all the time, guys? Think of kids, they don't stop moving, right? You can't, like, you could pay them $1 million, they won't stop moving. We're all children inside. And just stop being so hard on yourself. Just have fun, right? So I want to go back to the triad. I'm going to break it down really, really simple, okay? First thing, triad, physiology. Get up, change your state, move, okay? And smile, guys, smile, smile. A minute of smiling literally is helping your immunity system for hours and hours and hours and hours. Guys, days. You want to get better? You want to not get COVID? Start smiling more. I'm not kidding you. This stuff works, okay? It's all mind-body connection. Okay, and I'm not a doctor, and don't quote me on that, but I'm telling you, if you feel good, all of your other troubles just automatically dissipate. Okay? Focus. I want you to go back to gratitude. You're feeling like shit. Something really bad happens. Smile, shake your body. Yes, I'm about to learn something amazing. What can I be grateful for right now? I know the last thing I want to do is be grateful, but right now, in this moment, what can I be grateful for? And I want you to put your feet and just really pay attention. Where is my focus? Can I be grateful for this moment right now in the room that I'm in? Look around me and think of 3 or 4 things I can be grateful for. I'm grateful I'm going to learn this amazing lesson right now. I'm grateful that I realize that I don't know everything. I'm grateful that I realize I might need help. Yes, I need help too. My coaches need help too. My coaches need help too. Okay? It's beautiful. How awesome is that? And language. And I want you to ask yourself, if your brain is like, you suck, okay? Or you're not getting this contract. And if your brain, right, I'm not getting this contract, the meaning you give it could be, I suck. And I really want you to ask yourself, is it really true? Is it really true? And 99.9% of the time, I guarantee the thoughts, the feelings, the meaning you're giving it is not really true. In fact, the opposite is true. The opposite is true. Does me not getting a contract mean I suck? No. It means that there's so many other contracts that are to be had. Yes. Okay. It means I'm working so hard. And wow, I almost got one. And how awesome am I that I keep trying and I put myself out every single day. And how awesome is it that if this universe is so abundant, which it is, maybe this isn't meant for me. This or something better. Guys, remember the surrender piece? We've been talking about it. This or something better. This or something better. This or something better. Can you imagine the quality of your life if you did that over double the times that you do it right now? because every contract, everything, every moment, every time you're about to beat yourself up, yes, oh, I realized I almost did it again. How cool is that? I'm gonna get up, shake my butt. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna be so grateful. I'm gonna be so grateful. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for this awareness that I almost did that again. Is it really true? No, it's not really true. I'm working so hard. I'm trying. I am just being the best version of me, and I'm so much better than I was 30 days ago, 90 days ago, a year ago. And that's true for every single one of you. Every single one of you. Okay? So I want to kind of talk about, so one of my mentors is Joseph McClellan, and he comes and does Tony Robbins calls. And I want to kind of take a couple of things that I learned that were really nothing new, guys. Okay, so if you think you know it, that's your ego, okay? And the lessons he taught us weren't new lessons, but the way he said it was really cool. And I just want to kind of put the pieces together. Okay, just put the pieces together, because repetition is the mother of all skills. We need to keep learning and growing so we can learn a different lesson, okay, or apply it in a different way. So I want you to write down, the past doesn't equal the future, but today is the future of your past. And I know that sounds completely jarbled, but we're going to talk about it. The past doesn't equal the future, but today is the future of your past. So I want you to think of it this way. Right now, in your life, your present is literally the culmination of all of your thoughts, all of your actions, all of your feelings, all of your hard work or lack thereof has led you to this moment right now. Is everyone with me? Right? So when we look at the present and we go, if we're giving it a meaning, we're saying this sucks or I suck, right? Because the meaning is, what is the meaning? Yes, you can hate the situation, but you don't have to hate yourself. I don't like everything around me. That's normal. It's being human. But the meaning I give it is going to affect how I show up in the world, how I show up in my family, how I show up in my business, how I show up in life. Okay? So everything in this moment has led you, all of your past actions, emotions, feelings, all the things have led you to this moment right now. So if we give things a meaning and things are not happening the way we want them to right now, you can give it a meaning and you can be like, this means I'm screwed. Okay? Is that really true? If everything around you is happening, and I'm going to go a little like metaphysical here, guys. Okay? I'm going to go out there a little bit. Everything, if we think about manifestation or just creation or just things happening, okay? I'm not talking about woo-woo stuff. I'm just talking manifestation, creation. Everything in the present is literally a culmination of all of the things that have happened thus far. That means everything in the future is going to be a result of all of the effort, energy, feelings that I put out right now. Does that make sense? So if I'm bringing out, and human beings, we get stuck because we take everything literally. We take everything literally. We're like, okay, this is going badly. And that means most people, not you guys, that means that I must suck. Okay? It's just happening, guys. It's just happening. What is the meaning you're going to give it? What is the meaning you're going to give it? The meaning is this is a learning opportunity, this or something better. And if every time you guys have those positive feelings, those emotions, those thoughts, you're able to change your focus, be aware of what you're thinking, and be able to look at everything as a learning moment, as a celebration of your growth, a celebration of your progress. Do you see how all of those moments of appreciating where you're at, no matter how it feels in that moment, all of that is going to stack up to create this incredible future that you have? Are you guys with me? So if everything in the present is a result of what all the actions and thoughts in the past, that means everything that you're thinking now is going to result in something in the future. You are literally creating your future in this moment right now. And if you doubt that, look at where you are, look at where you were, and think of all the thoughts and feelings that happened to create this moment right now, good or bad. It's not bad, it's just perfect. If there's something that's coming up for you guys, contrast is the most beautiful thing. If you don't like something, if you continually find that you're having challenges with your business, with your health, with your relationships, if it keeps coming up for you, that's the thing you need to work on. In fact, Stella's here. Stella was asking that question to me. Krishna, what is that thing that you were telling me? What keeps happening for you? That's the lesson. That's a lesson for all of us. And I've told you guys about my burnout. There I was. Wherever you are, there you are. Okay? I had the same issues in my past corporate life. I've had the same issues in my business. I've learned to reel it in. I keep experiencing it doesn't feel good. What is the lesson I need to learn? The lesson I need to learn is I need to take care of me. Because when I'm not good, everything falls apart around me. Okay? So the quality of your life, guys, is the quality where we focus. Okay? So I really want you, like all these lessons we've been talking about, the focus and creating this. And I just wanted to talk about the subconscious mind. I'm not going to make a lesson about subconscious mind, guys. 90% of everything that we think, act, and feel is a result of our subconscious mind. So is it important to train it? Is it important to like focus on it? Is it important to be aware of it? That's the money, guys. Most people are focusing on the 5%. If all of our actions, emotions, and feelings are based on our subconscious mind, all the exercises we've talked about the last few weeks are to retrain your subconscious mind. And I started doing like, guys, I haven't been consistent with affirmations, to be completely honest. And I started doing affirmations maybe a week ago. Oh my God, game changer. And again, do it while you're doing something else, okay? So 15 minutes, I've been going to the gym. I started going to the gym, like physically in the gym the last few days. I listened to it on the car ride. Whatever you need to work on. Every day in every way, I'm more and more abundant. Every day in every way, more and more abundant. Find something that resonates with you. Your brain likes patterns. That's why kids like nursery rhymes. Okay, that's why we can't ever get them out of our head once we hear them. Every day in every way, I'm more and more healthier. I'm more and more abundant. I'm more and more joyful. Find the thing you need to work on and fill in the blank, guys. I'm giving you one. Okay? It doesn't have to be hard. I'm healthy. I'm abundant. I'm peace. I'm healthy. I'm abundant. I'm peace. Make it sing-songy. Find one that resonates and if you need help, go on YouTube. There's like millions on there. And just let it replay. And it actually works. It's really crazy. There's a woman here at the seminar and she doesn't have like a steady income thing. It's like the way she's enjoying being in transit. She's been like moving from place to place the last 2 months, and that's cool. I'm not there yet. I can't like just let go. I'm working on it. But so anyway, so she's telling me, she's like, yeah, Karishma, like I do coaching and I do consulting and I do this and I do that. And I haven't like had a place to live. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, what do you do for work? And she goes, I've been telling, one of my affirmations is the universe brings abundance to me in unexpected ways. The universe brings abundance to me in unexpected ways, or money to me in unexpected ways. And she's like, literally the last 2 months she moved out of her place, the landlord took the place over, whatever. She literally randomly every day gets an email from old client, old consulting work. And she's literally making money every single day. She's getting like offers to make money, and it's just enough for her to pay what she needs. Like she's making what she needs to make, and literally what she's asking for, she's receiving what she trusts and believes that the universe will provide. And she literally is getting that. And just like hearing that story, I'm like, that is so cool. Let's play with the universe. Let's see, what else can I ask for? What else can I ask for? What else can I ask for? Be playful. Be playful. And the more I let go of the outcome, how cool is that? I'm not resentful, right? And so one thing that Joseph really talked about, he talked about, we want to navigate where we're going in the future, guys, okay? It's not just about having goals. I know goals are important. Doing the DMPS is important. I've told you guys, everything on my DMPS has literally come true. I've had to revise it many times this year, but we need to know where we are so we can create that path towards the future. We need to know where we are, okay? And so I want us to take a couple minutes, and I was going to give this to you as homework, but I don't know who does it when they're not on the call. So let's use this time, and we're going to take a couple minutes here, and we're going to write down, and we've done this before, But again, only a few people, chimed in the group. So I want to give you guys an opportunity just to, and it's not to beat yourself up. It is what it is, and it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to write down first. Write down finances. Just write it down, finances, and give yourself a rating from 1 to 10. 10 being like I'm so like far ahead of where I am, or I'm right where I want to be. Okay, I'm right where I want to be, and 1 is like I'm not even close. Like 1 is it's never going to happen. 50%, 5, 6 is that 50% mark. Where you are right now. So 2 columns, now and future. Okay. So let's write finances and take a moment to evaluate only where you are right now on a scale of 1 to 10 on your finances. And once you have a number, I want you to just, okay, this is the celebration piece. I celebrate where I am because everything I'm doing right now is a culmination of all of my hard work, feelings, and emotions in the past. Doesn't matter if you like it. Too bad. Yes, awareness. So awesome. Okay. Now I want you to take a moment and I want you to write down, so the next row, physically, health. And I think of like health and vitality, because health isn't just like your weight. How do you feel? What's your energy like? Are you able to keep up with kids if you have kids, or your dog if you have a dog, or your neighbor's dog if they have a dog? Doesn't really matter. How do you feel? How's your energy? Take a moment to give it a rating. And when you're done, yes, celebrate where you are, because I want everyone's arms up in the air. Okay, every single one, unless you physically can't. Yes. Okay. Awareness. How awesome is awareness? You're doing what 90% of people don't do, guys. And no matter where you are in your relationship and where you are in your health, you are better off than 73% of people on the planet. How cool is that? How cool is that? Doesn't matter if you like it or not, you're still better off than most people out there. Okay? Third, emotionally. How do you feel? What's the quality of how you feel? Your emotional state. Are you angry? Are you anxious? Are you joyful? Are you peaceful? So 10 is like joy, peace, love. 1 is like, oh my God, anxious, really bad anxiety, depression would be a 1. When you have that rating, yes. Okay, and I did this exercise 2 days ago, so I have my numbers here. Woohoo! If I don't like it, it means I can get better. Yes. And if I love it, oh my God, I'm going to keep this up. Okay. Next, spiritually. What's your connection to God, source? Love. I just think of God as unconditional love. What's your connection? Give it a rating. 10 is like, I am oneness. I am like complete unconditional love. I'm so connected with God. 1 is like, I don't even know if that's the thing. And I'm not judging it. There's no judgment here, guys. You are where you are, and it's perfect. When you have it, yes. Okay. Everyone should be celebrating with me. I'm not celebrating by myself here, okay? Okay, cool. All right. All right. And relationships. Last but not least, relationships. So again, 10 is like, oh my God, best relationship ever. Everything, companionship, intimacy, the whole bit. You have the whole cake. 1 is like, there's no cake. 1 is, and it's not even a relationship with other people. It could be a relationship with yourself, guys. Okay? You love yourself. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with someone else. 1 is like, no, I'm completely isolated. I'm completely alone. I feel like shit. Okay? How do you feel with yourself if you're alone? All right, so let's give the rating. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Now I want you to go back, and now we're going to go into column B. So this is where do we want to go in the future? And give it, let's say you have 1 year. 1 year is a good time frame. In the next year, December 2021, where do I want to be? So first was finances. Where do I want to be? And be realistic. As I think of like realistic, but stretch, okay? You want it to be stretch goal. And when I think of goals, guys, like if you're making like, let's say you're making $100,000 and you're like, I want to make $1 million. That's more than a stretch goal in my opinion, okay? What's the goal that's going to be a stretch goal, but it's going to excite you? Because if you're making 100, you want to make 110, is that going to be enough to like get you out of bed in the morning and be like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And if you're at 100 and you can keep 100, that's awesome too, guys. There's no judgment. So give yourself a number for the future, for 1 year from now. When you have that number, what do we do? Yes. All right. I have a number. I have a goal. I have clarity. Clarity is power, guys. Clarity is power. And before we move on to the second category, guys, there was this really cool, I'm going to find this clip and I'm going to find it, I'll post it on our Facebook group. But there was this really cool interview with Oprah. And is Trevor the name of the guy, the African guy, like really cute? Trevor, right? Trevor, you guys know what I'm talking about? The guy with the accent, he does like stand-up comedy. I'm going to find this. Anyway, so Oprah's interviewed by this guy. Like, I think it's Trevor something. Anyway, so she's interviewed by this guy and he's like, Oprah, what's your secret to success, right? And I'm sure she's been asked that a billion times in her life. And she goes, most people wake up and they focus on all their problems. They focus on their to-do list. They focus on the stuff they need to get done. They focus on social media and all the things that everyone else is doing. They're not focused on what they want. They're not focused on their goals. They're not focused on where they're going. They're not clear on their vision. Clarity and focus, guys. You have clarity and focus and you practice that skill set, because it's a skill set and it's not just about money. It's everything. If you focus on your health, you're going to become healthier. You focus on being more peaceful, you'll be more peaceful. It's not just money. It's whatever you want, you will get. And that's been this whole, like, the last month we've been talking about focus and energy. So Oprah's like, most people focus, right? How many people, right? And some of us have been guilty scrolling through social media, Instagram feeds. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they're doing. It's all just noise, guys. It's taking us away from what we actually want. So she said, focus and clarity is power. Where I'm going and knowing I'm going to get there, right? And that's the whole point of this exercise today, giving us more focus, giving us more clarity. Second, the next category was physical health, right? Physical health, health and vitality. Where do you want to be a year from now? Energy-wise, health-wise, how you show up in the world, maybe what your body looks like. And give that a number. And once you have it, I'm going to proceed once I see most arms have given that little silent hurrah. Alejandro, are you doing this with me? Okay. Alejandro's looking like I'm crazy, which is okay. It's all good. No. I want to see your hands, Alejandro. Okay, next. Spiritually, right? I'm going to make sure because my categories, I think it went off my categories. Spiritually. Emotionally. Is emotion next or spiritually? Emotion? Emotionally. Okay. Again, give yourself that rating a year from now. How do I want to feel? And it's not, guys, the goal isn't to feel good 100% of the time. It's to be emotionally aware. Am I really aware that I'm responsible for all of my actions and my feelings and emotions? Tony Robbins says, like, the quality of your life is the quality of your emotional state. So am I owning how I feel? And that's why, like, the stuff I'm teaching, the healing process, is so powerful. So I'm a little angry. Allow myself to be angry. Ah, I'm so angry. And then I let it go. I'm not angry anymore. To release. powerful. Think of animals. If they're pissed, think of a wolf who's angry. What does he do? He's going to howl. He's not going to sit there and suppress all his stuff, hoping that it's going to get better. Okay? We just allow ourselves to be that. Okay, so emotional number. Once we have it, yes. All right. Spiritually, where are you at? What's your connection with your higher power, your source? And source is just oneness, guys. It's that culmination of peace. That's in my definition. That's me, oneness. Me being just one. There's no separation between me and anyone else. It's just me being one with me. Once you have it, all right, I'm not trying to rush you guys. Just want to make sure I want to be mindful of time because I know a lot of you guys jump off right at one. And last but not least, relationships. And guys, if you feel too rushed, you guys can come back. This isn't about doing it in the next 10 minutes, okay? This is about like just really allowing yourself to reflect, and you can change these numbers. I just want to make sure that we do it. Even if it's a little half-assed right now, we do it, and then we can go back and revise it, okay? Relationships, where are you at? Relationships. Once you have that number, relationship with yourself, relationship with a partner, how much time you spend, what's the quality of the time that you spend with yourself or partner. Okay, once you have it, yes. All right. So again, guys, everything today is going to create that future. Everything today, in this moment right now, you are creating that future you. All your decisions, all your feelings, all the actions, even if you don't see it, that's the beauty, that's the letting go part, right? Like I have no control what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. But I trust and believe that everything that I know, and if I have doubt, I can go back and be like, wow, everything in my life has led me to this moment here. All the pain, all the hardship, all the trauma, whatever we went through, literally brought us here to this moment, and it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Okay. And so, you know, one thing that I thought was really like money, what Joseph told us, he said, stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Okay. The bleeding is the stuff that's affecting the quality of your life as you're creating it. So for most people, media is a bleeding. You're watching the news a lot. Stop watching the news. I'm telling you, you don't need to know how much the COVID cases are rising with every 5 minutes. It's not that serious. I mean, I'm not saying COVID is not that serious. That's, you know, you don't need to know every single minute what's happening with COVID. You don't need to know what's happening every 5 minutes, what's happening with the elections. You don't need to know. If you're watching the market like Alejandro, you might need to pay attention to certain things. Don't pay attention to the other stuff, okay, Alejandro? Watch just a little C-SPAN. You don't need to know, guys. That stuff is literally polluting your brain. The media's point is to increase arousal, like increase emotional responses. That's the intention of the media. You want ratings, you make people emotional. That's what the media does. So stop the bleeding, okay? Focus on what you want. So do the things that reflect what you want. Watching Netflix all day, not gonna get you to your financial goals. Not gonna get you to your physical goals. Not gonna get you to your relationship goals. It doesn't matter, fill in the blank. You're cuddling with your partner and it's like date night, cool, do it. Okay, everything in moderation. Okay, and life is cyclical. So it's like, it's all gonna be ebbs and flows, guys. The news, stock market, all this stuff, it's all cyclical. Okay, the best time to plant a tree, it was 20 years ago. What's the next best time to plant a tree? Right now. Right now. Okay, so everything in your present is literally a result of everything that you've set up in the past. Okay, and one thing, you know, so Joseph on this call, and he was like, okay, how many of you guys, and be honest, how many of you guys take cell phones to the bathroom? Don't lie. So every day you take a phone into the bathroom, 15 minutes every single day. Who wants to do the math for me just for fun? 15 minutes every single day, 365 days. Put in the chat. Who wants to do it? Or just everybody just do it for fun. Oh, sorry, Alejandro, I just saw your question now. Alejandro, the celebration is that we're not judging it. Everything that we're at is perfect. Awareness is awesome. Awareness is awesome. Doesn't matter. We're not judging. We're not saying it sucks. We're just like, wow, it is what it is. How cool is that? And if you're like, the awareness is I want to do differently. That's amazing. There's no pain. There's no pleasure, right? I have to feel powerless to feel powerful. I have to realize what is so I can change it. 54.75 minutes. Is that right, Debbie? 3.8 days. Who could use another 4 days of their life to be productive? I know I could. 91 hours of your life, guys. 91 hours. Is that stopping bleeding if we stop doing that? Baby steps? And what if you were to take 15 minutes and start meditating instead? 15 minutes to read an Audible instead. 15 minutes to get a quick workout in. You could do a lot of push-ups and squats in 15 minutes. Anything. Pick the part of your life that needs work. 15 minutes to just connect with your partner and look into their eyes and be like, I love you. Let's just hang out and talk to each other without phones in the room. How would the quality of a relationship change? So powerful, right? 15 minutes seems so insignificant. Or scrolling through social media a day. How many hours do we do that mindlessly to distract ourselves because we feel like we need to be busy all the time? And that's stopping bleeding. Take that energy, put it into something else that counts, guys. That's you creating your own powerful destiny. Isn't that powerful? Like that just really it blew my mind. 91 hours. 91 hours. I could take every part of my life and make it so much more incredible if I spent 15 extra minutes being mindful with each of those parts. You guys resonate with me? Okay. So, and part of the beauty of having, it's not just, we're identifying where we are and where we're creating a plan, guys. And I'm just going to remind you guys, there's that goal setting video in the Facebook group. If you don't know where it is, send me a message. I'll refer you to it. It's in the units tab. All of our calls and those couple of calls, it's in the unit tab. Go back and how do I identify my goals? And if you guys need help, the beautiful part is you don't have to figure this out alone. You've got accountability groups as well. And some of you guys are really stepping up. You're pushing each other to get do cold calls, get out there, do more marketing, whatever it is. I've seen you guys posting things on other groups of some of our networks. Get out there, be uncomfortable. Change happens where you're uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing. If you already knew how to do it, you do it already, right? And your brain's gonna be like, oh, no, we're at a 2. We're at a 2. We don't, a 6 is scary, bro. And it's gonna be like, I don't wanna do that. So the second you get out of your comfort zone, you're actually growing, even if your ego, your brain is telling you don't do it. It's trying to keep you safe. It feels safe exactly how it is. So get out of your comfort zone and just do it anyway. And every time you do, you're uncomfortable. Yes. I'm so uncomfortable right now means I'm growing. I'm going to increase whatever it is. And it's not just one time, guys. It's over and over and over and over again. And I guarantee you will get results. And there's so many of you guys that have literally been so uncomfortable and you're getting results finally. The universe it's not a competition, guys. It's perfect. And if it hasn't happened yet, maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Maybe it's like, I get to be so grateful and look at the part of my life that's suffering, and I need to give that more energy and celebrate the awareness every single time and not judge it. It's not about, oh, now I'm more than a 5, so I must be okay. No, you are okay, and you're great, and you're perfect exactly the way that you are. And the last thing I wanted to talk about here today is, guys, that going back to the meditation, I really, really, really want you guys to start pouring love into yourself every day. Every day. Every day. Because the second that we're looking to other people for their attention, for their validation, to feel complete, to feel whole, it's always us that needs that validation from us. No one's going to beat you up the way you beat yourself up. Is that true? I'm my worst critic. All of us are. So guess who really needs to validate herself? I do, and you guys do. Look in the mirror. Twice a day, once a day. Yes, it's uncomfortable because you're not used to it. Like tying shoelaces for the first time, it sucks. And then it's natural. It's not a big deal anymore. You just do it. And if you're hurting and you're feeling sad and you're in pain and you're like, oh my God, I feel less than, go in the mirror twice a day. Look yourself in the eye, one eye at a time. I love you. I see you. You haven't done anything wrong. I will not abandon you in the moment of your greatest need. And there's no one quite like you. And the more you can say that to yourself, something is going to shift inside of you. It's so powerful, guys. Or go back to the Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. And do it until you start feeling release. You start feeling, if you're feeling pain, like you're judging yourself because, you know, your health isn't the way you want it, your finances aren't the way you want it, whatever it is, I love you. I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. So powerful, guys, so powerful. People pay like tens of thousands of dollars for breakthrough sessions, and guess what it boils down to? It's those 4 expressions, the Ho'oponopono. If that Japanese scientist can heal people, criminals that have never, like, that are beyond, you know, the point of where they can exist in society, and he's able to heal them without seeing them. Can you imagine how profound that would be within yourself? You don't have to go anywhere to do that. And all this validation we're looking for is inside of us. You guys aren't broken. You don't need to be fixed. We just need to all start loving ourselves the way we are. And the second we start loving us, everything around us shifts. It's crazy. It's crazy. You want to change the world? Start with you. And every one of you guys, we all have big goals. We all want, a lot of us have really big contribution goals. We want to help people. We help us. We get to serve other people in a greater capacity. You guys with me? And whatever you're suffering with right now, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to have the ability to connect with someone who has an exact same pain as you. If you're struggling financially, you get to help people that are financially suffering. If you have health issues, you're going to be able to connect with someone on a deep level who has health issues. A lot of you guys have been burnt out in the past. Is it a surprise you guys are my clients? Of course not. All these hard work of, 10 years of my personal development, working on myself, has led me to this moment right now. It didn't happen overnight. There's so many times I gave up. I almost didn't launch my coaching business. And then I had this epiphany. I'm like, wow, maybe it's not about the clients. Maybe it's just about showing up and doing what's right for me. Maybe it's me showing up for me, putting myself out there and letting go of the outcome. And this group happened. And it's a miracle. You guys are all miracles. So remember, it will happen. All of the hard work is happening in that future moment. So don't give up on before the miracle happens, guys. Don't give up. Because the fact that you're here and you're showing, especially if you're struggling, you're like, oh, I don't know. It's hard, Karishma. Yeah. If it was easy, you'd be okay being the old version of you, complacent. You're choosing to be uncomfortable so you can grow. And the more uncomfortable you are, guess what? You're literally rewiring your brain, your body, your DNA right now as we speak. And as you change, everyone around you changes, guys. Don't give up. Thank you, Lucy. Don't give up. And this is about your future generations. Can you imagine if every time you had, like, if you have kids in the house, if every time you were like in pain, you're like, yes. Can you imagine? You started teaching your kid how to celebrate their shortcomings, what they think is their shortcomings. Like, I don't have to suffer and be in therapy for 40 years to find that out. Just do it. And they're going to start calling you and they're going to start doing it. And I'm going to do these affirmations, right? My kids have been doing the affirmations out loud with me because they're sing-songy, they're fun, and they're starting to do affirmations. And how cool is that? And they're not doing it because they're like, oh, I need to do affirmations. They're like, they hear it. I have it on speaker sometimes in the morning, and they just start joining in. I don't have to teach them how to do it. I just do it. And hopefully something will kind of click in their minds, like, wow, how cool is that? So I just really want you to recognize that what you're doing matters. And most of you guys are in some sort of leadership role, or you're working with other people. You're out there partnering with people. You're out there getting deals. You're out there helping people, serving people. What you do changes lives. But first, it starts with us. And then we can create that awesome impact. Because at the end of the day, I was talking to this woman, she made $1 million. She literally was on welfare. In a year and a half, she went to $1 million. And guess what happened? She hated the way she felt. It was never about the money. The money was to fill a void inside of her. And now she's working on healing that void. She didn't want to feel bad. She kept getting money. I get more money, I'm going to feel good. 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 I'm going to feel safe. Made all that money, hated the way she felt. She felt worse because she thought the money would fix it. Now the money didn't fix it. What the hell now? Literally made no money for 6 months. Filed bankruptcy. All the credit cards were falling apart. Like everything was falling apart, including her health. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to have it all. But it starts with us. So let's all be abundant while we're working on ourselves and feeling more whole. Does that resonate? Because I don't want you guys to have that moment of like, holy shit, I made $1 million. Now it's all falling apart. I'm gonna lose it all. Let's work on the fulfillment, the joy, the peace while we're making the money. So it's like we're able to keep the money. This is why, like, you know, the statistics are people that that win the lottery. Most people don't keep it. Right? They go back to where they were. They don't know how to hold, they didn't earn it. They didn't go through the pain of what it felt like to make the money. They didn't learn the lessons. They got it, bam, and then it's like, okay, a year later, you're more broke than before you won the lottery. How is that even possible? Awesome. What questions do you guys have? I really want you guys to ask questions. If you have a question, means somebody else here has a question too, has the same question. Can you guys all commit to celebrating when you're feeling bad? Yes. This is changing the pattern, guys. This is changing the pattern. If you want to get out of your old, you got to change the pattern. The best way is the way you show up. Behavior. Is it hard? Is getting up hard? Or is it easy? Easy. Is smiling hard? Easy. Yeah. Okay. Is being grateful for a couple of things around you hard? Easy. Okay. And then just being like, my brain is telling me I suck. Is that really true? And change it to the reverse. No, the truth is, brain, ego, I'm kind of a badass because I'm working on myself and celebrating my shortcomings, and I'm growing and learning every single day. And then what you tell yourself will literally become your belief. A belief is something that is thought over and over again. Let's create our new beliefs. Let's train our subconscious mind. Yes. Awesome. What questions do you guys have? I like to think that the call was so great and you guys know clear, but I'm sure that's not true. Questions, clarifications, struggles. Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Myself, so at the moment, I don't think I have any questions.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, I really want you to start celebrating yourself. Look at that list. Look at your journey, okay? And identify the part of your life that needs the most work. You know what that is. Let's identify 2 things, 2 action steps we're going to take today and every day to work on that. Incorporate affirmations, guys. No extra time needed, okay? While you're whatever, every time you go get water, every day and every way more and more healthy, every day and every way more and more abundant. I'm powerful, I'm magnificent, I'm brilliant, I'm bright. Whatever it is that you need to say to yourself, it works. This is that subconscious programming that we're doing, okay? Because your brain's already going blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't I automatically put new thoughts in there that I actually want to create with my life? Why wouldn't I do it? And there's this really cool book. I'll drop the title in the chat. You guys don't have to get it if you feel called to it, but there's a book. It's called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And there's this guy who literally, I read this like maybe a year and a half ago, and it's a super short book. And he literally would start telling himself in the mirror, this sounds crazy, okay? He literally talked about how his entire life changed when he started saying, I love you to himself every day in the mirror. Literally, he went from like broke, depressed, the whole bit, and he started saying, I love you to himself every single day. And he talks about this Indian guy, and he literally, his entire life changed. His finances, his health, his internal state. And he was doing so good for a while that he stopped doing it. And then everything kind of fell apart again. It was crazy. And I was like, what? Like, I literally shared this book with like 3 or 4 of my friends, and their life completely changed. It's really cool. But I was like, wow, it's really that simple. We're looking for all these things outside of us to fix us. All it takes is that awareness, acceptance of where we are, and then doing something different, taking that action. Yeah, it's called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. I'll drop in the chat. You guys don't have to buy it. If you want to buy it, go for it. It's like $7, super short read. I think I read it in like a day. It's like really short, easy beat, breezy. And he just literally, I literally told you the whole book. Like that's the synopsis of the book. You don't have to read the book. Just tell yourself I love you. And just do it. Just do it, okay? And do that Ho'oponopono and see what happens. I'd love you guys just experience the magic. Yes, everyone? All right, guys. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you. And I just let this absorb, guys, okay? Change your state. Pay attention to those thoughts. Change your thoughts. Include affirmations. I'm not asking you to do all this. You're doing it anyway. Thinking those thoughts. Let's change them consciously. And just start the mirror exercise. It's called mirror work. Super powerful. All right? Okay, guys. Have a great rest of the day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.